Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a good day. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? I'm out of breath. First off, running for my coffee up and down the stairs like a lunatic. But if you want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto, hit the like and subscribe, baby. Let's get into it. I was going crazy running around for the last second. People know what this is, right? We're not bragging. We're talking. What does it say on the back? In God we trust. Well, I did make a comment. I made a comment saying that if we, in 2030, are still trading this hardcore, I'd be surprised. Everything's going to be trading Satoshis in the 2030 time frame. It sounds like I'm crazy. We'll see what happens. Remember this video. All right, we watch and follow this crazy guy. We need one more follower to get to the 1.45K subscribers. Who is it going to be? Thank you very much for being live here and becoming a subscriber and commenting and hitting a like and subscribe. So here we are. We're going to talk about a lot of things to you this morning. I have a lot of news. I have a lot of things to talk about. Crypto total market cap right now, 1.05 trillion. Looking very healthy, looking pretty strong. I'll tell you a couple other things on what looks good. Why are we having trouble halting the price? It's not really going up no more. A lot of people think that this is it. No, you're wrong. 3,980 Ethereum worth $6 million was just burned on Sunday. Yesterday, this is the 31st of January. Today, Monday. Good morning to everyone. Don't see anyone in the super chat. I hope my super chat is working. What happened on Sunday? A total of 4,000 approximately Ethereum worth $6,307,097 based on the current value of Ethereum at the time of publication was burned from Ethereum transactions. Burning is when a coin, and we know all about this, token is sent to an unusable wallet to remove it from circulation. Therefore, we already know, creating scarcity and most likely will help in price going up in the longer term. So now, Bitcoin's largest profit taking yesterday in 2 years resulted in prices hitting a local top of 23,920. Ladies and gentlemen, people have to take profits, especially trading on leverage in big money. Understand, nothing will continue to go up unless we're getting liquidated on a short squeeze or we're liquidating other positions. So here we are going into the crypto news as we're continuing to come through. Welcome this morning if you're new to this news, but yesterday's news, mining Bitcoin just got a lot harder. See why, and as we already know the whole reason why. HashRate is at an all-time high right now. We're at a literally all-time high on the hash rate mining. People are trying to mine Bitcoin and get as much as they possibly can, then sell it or keep it for whatever they might do, or perhaps move it to a different wallet. Speaking of moving to wallets, someone just sent 135 million in Ethereum to an anonymous wallet. Interesting. So we just keep up with some of the news and then we go over technical analysis. This wallet address, 135 million worth of Ethereum was sent to an unknown recipient with Ethereum wallet addressee, and they literally have the wallet, but they don't know who it is attached to, of course. Cryptocurrency whales that own millions of dollars in Ethereum tend to move the market single-handedly. If the whale decides to exit this Ethereum position, there could be enough market impact to push down the price of ETH. It takes about $15 to $30 million to sell pressure to move the price of Ethereum down 2% on any given exchange. So hopefully you learned something from that real quick. I did want to go over that. And yes, tomorrow we have 1 day left. The CME, I believe that the price is already priced in, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about the S&P if you're interested in that sort of thing. We're going to see if the price is in there, where we have to go for the rest of the market and the traditional markets to move forward. We're going to talk about how this 25 basis points. They're basically talking about raising, so we're not really missing much there. Reason why I think the price is in, if they change the basis points and they surprise everyone, expect a huge crash. I repeat, if they change the basis points higher than the, given 25 basis points, we're in a lot of trouble. So keep that in mind. Obviously, pay attention tomorrow. That's going to be very important for February 1st. So we'll be paying close attention to that. Bitcoin is up almost 40%. Is an older article in January and is set for the best month since when? since October 2021. Bitcoin has not really been moving since that time. Yes, could be a trend flip, could be the sign of a bull market, as I do believe. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, hit the like and subscribe, please. Comment in the super chat. I don't have anyone commenting, so we need to see if it is working. We're going to say hello to someone in the super chat. We have plenty of people watching. And are we there? Say hi, good morning to you. I don't really have anyone talking, so we'll just sit there and type ourselves. Just wanted to make sure there's some people here. I know you're watching, and perhaps maybe you're learning. But here we are, crypto bubble for the week right now, and the top dog is DYDX. So currently you have DYDX. Wall Street Pete is commenting, so we do see that it is working, the super chat. Bitcoin's hash rate taps all-time high. Next gen machine deployment could push it much higher. So pretty exciting right now to hear all this good news for once. Despite those two setbacks, Bitcoin miners have pushed the hash rate up to a new all-time high. Good morning, there he is, Secrets in the house. We have No Daddy in the house. And the hash rate reached highest it's ever been at 275.01, EHs. We talked about what each one of those symbols at the end mean and how we're continuing to rise on May 2nd of 2022 at block height of 7,334, 550.77. But pay attention to what is happening, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting more miners back into the space. This is very healthy. This is a very good sign for the crypto market. If anybody was wondering, if anyone a Cardano fan, we're going to get into the technical analysis if you are waiting patiently. But ADA-backed algorithmic stablecoin DGED launched on Cardano. So we're officially launched. I don't know if anyone is familiar or understanding of what's going on, but this is a very, very, very big project. This is like a stablecoin, ladies and gentlemen. This is insane because what's happening, I think we have two, Kenyatta and Kenneth. That's awesome. Good morning, Kenneth. So this is excellent news right now. Seems like Cardano, for whatever reason, is dipping its toes into everything. Now, I got a little concern about that because my concern about it is, yeah, it's great. It's great for the token. It's great for the project. Charles Hoskinson and his community, all his workers, they're really onto something special. They're doing something different. Could you imagine an asset that does everything, right? Ethereum just focuses on one thing. Bitcoin is the daddy and focuses on the entire ecosystem. But when it really comes down, Cardano is really doing something different. So we're going to read a little bit quickly about it. But since the fall of the Terra USD-UST algorithmic stablecoin in May 2022, and many of you already know about that. Many users in the crypto space have developed awareness toward that particular asset class. So this is very important to pay attention to this. The market for the stablecoin, I'm not going to keep saying that, has declined 10 times from its all-time high before the Terra collapse. So what Cardano has done now, however, this has not stopped the Cardano network developers from pushing towards with the launch of the ecosystem's over-collateralized stablecoin on January 31st. The new algorithmic stablecoin DGED, not just saying that 100 times, I'd probably just quit, launched on the Cardano mainnet and is pegged to the United States dollar. So understand what we're talking about. We have this now pegged to the USD dollar. Cardano is backed native currency. This is insane. This is insane news. Not many people understand or know about this. This is why you follow Wall Street Beat, because we go over this. Lives in the pineapple under the sea. Wall Street Beat does. Just being silly. Wearing the captain hat. Hope I didn't blow your ears out, but here we go. Right into the crypto total market cap. Talking about some things where we at 105, up currently about 31 percentage rate, right? We're not really anywhere, so we're not even up a percent. So let's talk about it right now. 1/3% up for Bitcoin. Pretty shady, pretty quiet. Right now, we're looking at, that was the RSI. What we're going to look at right here is the Bitcoin dominance. What I want to see here, and this is very important, not many people pay attention or even talk about the Bitcoin dominance. If you pay close attention, I did this for you prior to the video. We never do stuff like that, so put your hands together. Emerald, what's up? The last time, and I told you this probably in many, many videos before, if the Bitcoin dominance is not fighting or not trading at the 50 level, we, in my humble opinion, in all my time of trading and everything that I could possibly know, we're not going to be in a bull market, ladies and gentlemen. We are not considered in a bull trend or in the bull market. Right now we're looking at this hard to look at, and let me get out of here. It's very difficult to see enough, so I'm not going to make it any harder. But this is the Bitcoin dominance, ladies and gentlemen. And right now, if you don't understand this, how important April of 2021, right around the 16th of that time, 15th of that time, we were trading 60,000 Bitcoin. Now, this was the end result of where we became from that price, but understand all the time we had Bitcoin dominance all the way through and above, even from 2019 in August. So the Bitcoin dominance was very strong. The Bitcoin dominance has now gone boring sideways action, crazy up and down in high volatile ways, which is always a wonderful thing. So we must pay close attention to that and never forget that how important that is. So now that you've seen that, please hit the like and subscribe. You did not miss nothing important at this current moment. I want to talk about a few things currently on this chart right now and how I do believe, like I said before, 33,000, 32,300 will be that time frame where we're talking somewhere around the 30,028 right here. I have 28.5 on the bottom of all this. We'll be talking about, is this finally it? And that's when we'll know double bottom M's could create all the way from here and in tank. We would all have our hearts fail. But if this did happen, which I doubt, that would be a very upsetting thing because the Feds right now are going to 25 basis points and probably faking everybody out. So let's pay attention to what has been happening here and why I believe that we'll be okay as long as we keep bouncing off this pattern. So we broke out of here. It was kind of a fake bounce, obviously. Like I said, what happened for the reason why we stopped going up at this point in time, we should have broke right through and hit 25 immediately. I'm just one of those people, I've already predicted that. That was incorrect. But what happened and why technical analysis is so important, how you could be wrong is, well, when everyone takes profits, what are you going to do? You can't stop them. I can't go to your house and fucking punch you in your face and go, don't take profits here. We're supposed to go to 25,000. Well, what happened is everyone is money hungry. The market, inflation, seriously, everything's going up. People need the money. People on leverage are not playing games. And what happened was the whale said, no, we're going to take profits now. We're not waiting for 25,000. I like how much I have on leverage here. I'm making the money. And they sold. So remember the article when I said starting, and Stephen, good morning to you. Great show as usual. Any thoughts on Polygon? We could maybe talk about it. We do have time at the end. We'll keep it a 20-minute video. But if you pay attention, as long as we stay in this trend right here, and the trend is your mother effing friend, as you already know that. This is important to keep this here, and I said this here before, and we talked about this on the last video. I said 22,800 must perform, must be important to hold. If it doesn't hold strong eventually and close a candle, you know that. So 2 daily candles in a row, back to back, perfect, 20,000. You want to see what the price is? You want to see what I'm talking about? I said 22,800 would have to hold. If you don't believe me, go back to the very last video. You don't have to go far. And every time we got a tail and liquidity grab down to scare you out, but we never completed or finished the daily candle below that, which resulted in me being very precise and correct on my TA. And I tried to tell you if we fell through there that you'd be okay because 21.3 is the mark where we'll be all right. So what we want to do right now, and we have to pay close attention, is to the next level. It just gave us our way. So what we need to find out now, are we heading to 21.3? 25 basis points, yes, we'll probably go up tomorrow. 25 basis points, we'll probably finish that candle and start heading to the upside for Bitcoin and the rest of the market. But now if they try to do something sneaky, now this is tomorrow, Wednesday, probably about 8:30 Eastern time, usually what they do. We have to pay attention to this. The daily candle right now, 9 hours and 20 minutes. I expect the next daily candle to finish above the price of 23,000 and continue to come up and possibly test this now. So now this is what we're looking at. 23,800 is the new price for Bitcoin, what we're going to pay attention to, and how important this is. So once we start finishing and breaking a daily candle above, it's off to the races. Anything could happen at that point in time. Now remember what I said, 22.8, we start falling through. You're going to see 21.3, as none of this is financial advice. Just a gentleman. Twice as nice. Have a good day, everyone. I hope you do. Usually people leave at this point. We are going to continue to talk about some assets, as right now is the time in the chat. If you do want to talk about one of these beautiful assets, let me know. We're going to go over Polygon just now. And if you follow the channel, I have been harping for the longest time. Please let me take a sip. I've been harping on this channel to buy Polygon Matic as much as you can under the dollar, as it proceeded to be under the dollar for the little bit of time we had left. I do believe that those days are kind of over. We're going to see what happens, though, because it does depend with the rest of the market. So currently today, threshold. And Binance, if you want to buy some, you can. A lot of people ask questions like that. XLM Stellar, not really doing much. We could talk about it, currently down 1.1%. So let's get into it with Polygon. Where's Matic for today? I believe Matic would be somewhere about even, but we're down 1.5% down. So let's check that out. Big importance about that Cardano news. I was pretty excited to talk about that. Phantom, that's another great asset to talk about, so that'll be third on our list. But what I have here, and this is pretty much what I predicted, so please pay attention to what is happening on this chart. I want to get comfortable here. All right, what's happening for Polygon Matic? And I do believe that this Ethereum token is very important to talk about. A lot of products behind it. We know MasterCard, we know Disney, we know the NFL DraftKings and things of that nature are behind it. The $1.26, I'm still waiting for the $1.26 to hit. I do believe when $1.26 hits, we're either going to go extremely off to the races or we're going to get major resistance. So remember I said that for Polygon Matic. Very important because we're going to do this really quick this morning. It's like the Monday crypto news. You ever hear of fast money? Well, it's fast crypto. I feel like I should do that on Mondays. So what we're looking here ultimately now, what I could possibly find is a nice price level here to about 146. I do remember that happening. I'm not going to wait for that price action to happen. I am definitely going to go here and get aggressive and dollar cost average just a little bit out of 126. See if we get the retracement back down to the 105 area. And I do believe that that will be the last time we start shifting towards under $1 or scaring anybody towards that direction. So what I believe here, this would be a complete upward W as you see in here yourself. Most likely resistance on the way. We're not going to go straight up as nothing really does do so. But if you do remember, Polygon Matic, when it did start going up, it felt like it never stopped. And a lot of you who invested in it, you can probably agree to what I'm saying. And it's pretty wild because you don't realize how hard or how fast it's going until your money is up involved into it. So right now we're going to talk about that when Elon Musk announced $1.5 billion into the crypto space, and then everything went bananas since then. 700% gain on your money. Pretty exciting. I'd be up for that in a heartbeat. That's the way the market's been moving. Nothing like that has really happened. And as you can see, we corrected pretty strong, almost over 65% or something to that magnitude just by the look of it, right? And about 70%, pretty scary. This market could do that and then go right back up to an all-time high. It's pretty sick. So Polygon Matic, big believer in this project. 146, I believe, is going to be the ultimate resistance. Please pay attention to that. I don't see us breaking through there for the year of 2023. If we do, we're going to have to talk about that, right? We're going to be trading somewhere around 180, 175 if that does occur. And then we're going to really have to basically talk about the technical analysis on this because it's going to be scary and crazy at that point in time. So let's go. What are we going to talk about next? We had some comments in the section here talking about, let's see, Stellar. We want to talk about Stellar Lumens. And that would come up sometimes as lumens. We taught you that. Don't get confused on there as that may happen. FTM is next. We'll talk about that if you do choose so. Let's see how far. I think we did this last time. We had to go all the way to the bottom for XLM. Sometimes I'm just better off punching a new one in because I get aggravated waiting. I have no patience. I don't know if you guys do. I'm pretty sure you guys have zero patience as well. But here we are. I said I'm getting ready to buy. This is what I'm doing. We're getting a little cup and handle formation right now currently. Most likely to start the bull run for XLM. Now, this is something I've said before, but I don't think I've ever said to start the bull run. So right now I'm dollar cost averaging into this. This is my strategy only. Please take this for what it's worth. Do not copy what I do. Not financial advice. Do this at your own risk. This is my strategy. This is what I expect to see here. A little bit of a retest to the downside here, and then we're going to get a little spring to the upside, and most likely you're going to get your first resistance at 11 cents. So you're going to have to pay close attention to that once we break through, once we start coming out. XLM, once it starts to be, it's alive. Let's talk it like that. It's alive! Once we start getting this bad boy alive, you're going to find yourself somewhere right before the 11 cents. I would maybe take some profits. It's not big profits. I understand you're not excited yet. Why would we take profits? Well, if you'd like, dollar cost average into it, do what you got to do. But you're going to see here, we're already doing, and we got to flip this old support down a little lower to get more accurate pricing. And pretty much 10.3 is what I'm looking to see here. So that's what I'm expecting. I don't know what happened here. We didn't get the cup and handle precisely all the way up to here, so maybe we're not done. Let's zoom in, right? Let's get a couple indicators, Bollinger Bands, some volume, some relative strength. We talk about XLM, so this is when we get the big stuff out and then everyone leaves. See, they get bored. This is what happens. You miss the best part of the video as people leave, and you guys are suckers. Suckers. I'm just kidding. I love every single one of my followers, even if you're not a subscriber. I appreciate your time just sitting here and watching because you don't realize what's about to happen. So we're about to get a big move right now. What has been going on? Well, we've been getting Bollinger Band tightness, and what's happening is the Bollinger Bands are getting tight, right? See, we're pulling in. My band's getting tight. We're moving to the downside. We're getting big waves. What's happening is we're finally shifting Bollinger tight to the upside direction, giving me some final positivity that we could be going up here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, will we get a ticker bounce to the downside before we do this? Abso-effing-lutely. So what I expect currently right now for the first time, as I've seen in a while, if you pay attention to this chart, ladies and gentlemen, if you pay attention to Bollinger Bands, I've been talking about this probably the last couple of weeks, and I know a lot of my good followers, or a lot of loyal, don't say good, but loyal followers, understand I've been saying this is nothing to the downside. Look, Bollinger Band getting tight. To the downside. Bollinger Band to the neck is pointing down. When was the last time the neck was pointing anywhere near the up? Well, this. So this is the first time we're actually seeing some life. But looking at the indicator, I see the trend is your friend. So currently the trend has been down. So until we finish that indicator, which will probably hit support and give us like a ticker bounce, retesting to the bottom of 7 cents, possibly, we're going to have to wait until we get that type of move. And then we'll get heavy in the dollar cost averaging. If not, we're already in our position. We're already bought some. I wish I bought more. Will be an occasion once we start breaking through the 10.3. There's nothing I could do at that point in time. Will I set myself up? Do I set myself up for you to be able to buy more? Yes, you can. So look for that to happen. The way that'll happen is if we start breaking 8.5 cents. Once we start breaking the 8.5 cent price on Polygon, you will now know that something's wrong, and we're going to have to chill out, wait for this movement. We're going to get this big lip to the come down and hopefully create a new higher low, which will not establish as low as I have here and resulting in a new higher low, like I said, once again, creating upward momentum, showing that the bull signs are still there. So that's XLM, very important. We have high levels to get to. 20 cents would be my automatic. I'm going to dollar cost average out strong. This is my strategy only. Please be very careful as I do have a 30-cent level. Looking to see if we could trade there at one point in time. So now getting into Ethereum, and I don't know if someone did say something else about another asset. Probably left, who knows, what was it? Phantom, no daddy. If you're still here, no daddy. Please say I am still here, and I will go over Phantom for you. If not, I'm going to continue doing this regardless of this Ethereum. So Ethereum right now for the 4 hourly is doing pretty much textbook cup and handle. I do like what I see. If I were to get some of the Bollinger Bands out, I do believe that we're getting tight, getting set and ready, coiling up for the next price action. So that's pretty exciting to see. Golden Pocket, as you can see, is somewhere around there. So let's see, it's my orange and white. So I do have a Golden Pocket price. If we break the 15.16 price, he's still here, awesome. If we break the 15.16 price, I expect Bitcoin to hold this golden pocket zone. So expect the level. What is that price? That price I expect for Ethereum to hold is 14.17. So this is a pretty important price. Hold, support, draw my line in the sand, so to speak, right? My last chance. Last chance. There we go. Everyone will get that. Hold, last chance for the bulls. I mean, it's just I'm trying to be specific so nobody gets misunderstood here or gets misled, right? None of this is financial advice anyway, but this is the golden pocket where we're going to be at if we can continue to do so. And instead of coming to the downside, we're going to measure something to the upside. Ethereum's next level, and I don't think I've yet to do any type of confirmation to tell anyone where I think we're going next. And let's pay attention definitely to mention where is that. I have no clue. I'll be honest with you, I don't have a clue. I'm going to tell you, by this move, though, where I think we're heading. Major resistance and support flipping there. So what do we do? We topped out right there. So what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, and this is only if we're bullish, so please don't get too excited as I'm going to conclude, end this channel, end this video after the Phantom TA. But right here, as we are building support, currently you can see it. We have this pull J-like substance to the upside, and as I'm trying to show you, the next price for Ethereum, and I would not be shocked. And I'm going to tell you right now, I would not be shocked if this is what we're trading. After our next uptick, 1935. So call me crazy, call me nuts, but don't call me late for dinner. The next Bolt coin price, you can call me Wall Street Pete. I believe this is the price where I'll be dollar cost averaging out majorly for Ethereum at the point in time, trying to get somewhere in this range to buy back. So anybody who is excited for the next Ethereum move, look for us to be going with the next leg up somewhere in this range. We'll see what happens here, but I do believe that the next move, as I see here currently, looking pretty strong. Don't have many indicators out currently at this point in time, but I am looking at this, and if we are getting the next leg to the upside, as we could get a little tigger to the fall here, little fall left, as I do see a slight correction possibly. What would that take us to? We've yet to really hit it, but it looks like 15, 16. So worst case here, 15, 16, ladies and gentlemen, dip you out and then come right up, and then we're going to be talking about that 1900 price, perhaps 18 before. Let's see, we got a couple wicks here. I know you're excited because I am, and I do see resistance at the 1680 first. So what I'm going to have to see first is a nice 1680 price, finishing of a daily candle, and then we're off to the races. So you already know nothing goes straight up to that high of a price. I'm sorry if I faked you out, but that's definitely what we're talking about. So two big price levels right here. We're going to have to break it, ladies and gentlemen. We have to see where we head next. 1680 would be the ultimate next price I want to pay attention to. I'm just preparing you. This is what this channel does. There will be huge moves after we get to these levels. So pay attention to these huge, massive levels for Ethereum now. So let's get to the FTM without wasting time. We have Node Daddy sitting here patiently waiting. Have not talking about Phantom in the longest time. But we're going to get right into it. We're going to pay attention and see what we got going on. So the FTX, could you imagine doing TA on FTX chart? No, I can't. I almost exited off the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, I almost killed the entire YouTube channel, the live everything. That's how bad it was. Wowzers. All right, so let's get it. FTM. We're going to talk about the Phantom. Phantom's been doing some nice things. We're going to get into the Binance. One of the most liable, there we go. Now we're going to talk about some real stuff here. I'm getting excited here. Let's go, Phantom. Breaking out now, as you can see here, and I said this before, look for Phantom to calm down most likely here. What's going to happen is we're going to get these Bollinger Bands. We're going to start right off. I'm going to show you what's going on. Could get a little bit more of a higher price, but I doubt it. It should calm down and peak out right at the 54 max. So I'm just telling you right now what I expect Phantom to be doing right off the rip. 55 max, you're not going to see it go any higher, as I think it's already done here for the moment. We're going to come in and hit support possibly at the 40 cents for another buyback. I do expect this to happen. I do expect this to be just by looking at it in seconds. Now, that's amazing, right? We're going to talk about this. We're going to break Phantom down before we just sit here and start looking like we're guessing. We're going to get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry if you have wanted to talk about another asset, but Ricky is in the house. Josh, everyone is in the house. Hit the like and subscribe, please. We're not getting enough likes, so we do need to get that. So we're looking at the Bollinger Band. We're seeing currently right now the 40 cents we did break. So few times here, this is talking about since we've been going boring sideways action, flipping the market from bearish to bullish, right? Because what do you need for that to happen? You need to stop the falling knife, and you need to find some type of support, which is all the way down here. But regardless of that, which is 19.5 cents, if anybody was wondering, that's your zone, 20 cents, 19.5. It doesn't really matter a lot, but we'll get to a more precise price. This is what Phantom has been doing. And Phantom now, anybody who has purchased at the price of 19.5 is most likely a winner chicken dinner. So what we're looking at here is the gap, and I do believe that this gap is pretty substantial. Anybody who is in this asset, and damn, I'm about to get involved, we're looking to break the 40 cents, and then once we break the 40 cents, we must break the next level of 51.5. So the next level is 51.5, and once I tell you, once we start breaking 52 cents exactly, because that's what it's going to take for this to happen, ladies and gentlemen, holy cow. Look, we don't have anything left. We don't have anything left but a 97 cents. Right before we really hit, we get to 87. So I got to look at this. I'm probably going to get, we're getting off after this, but I'm going to have to look into this a little more in depth because what I see right now is a real big opportunity at 87 cents here. Ultimately, a huge cup and handle coming in. And if this cup and handle does form where I think we're at, it could stop currently here, but this is what I think is going to happen. So pay attention to what we're talking about. This is Phantom right now. What I believe is going to happen is we're going to get this move. Let's see where we are on the RSI levels. I just want to see what this looks like. Yeah, we're pretty high. We're pretty high on the RSI level for the daily. For the short-term time frame, we should get a Tigger bounce. This could be a cup and handle. Okay, that's what I wanted to confirm. So what I'm looking at right now, 4 hourly, daily, whatever it may be, we're forming some type of cup and handle. Now, whether it's a short cup and handle, I'm not 100%, but this is where this all falls into play. So we're going to probably come back and test back down to the 40 cents on Phantom. I needed a little bit of time to do this now. You're going to appreciate this. This is what we're going to keep doing, is hitting that price. This is the new formation for Phantom. Until Phantom can come up and show me that it can break through that current price, we're going to come back down here. This is going to be a good buying zone. You're going to ultimately be able to buy this price, buy at this price possibly, not exactly this price, but fairly close. So we'll talk about that in just a second, as I can't fix this. So there it is. That's the price you may be able to buy back. 40 cents, I wouldn't wait any less. So if we get to 40 cents, be very happy, put the order in, let it buy. Cup and handle coming into a cup and handle now. Resistance coming back down probably here. What do we ultimately see in this formation? Well, I see an upward W pattern forming. And then, like I said, cup and handle in, and then ultimately W inside of W. And if you were to zoom this out, you'd be like, holy cow, that's what we see. There it is. So that's what's going on. I have a big belief that something in this fashion, in this range, is going to happen for the price for Phantom. So if you're watching now, pay attention to the resistance prices, how it's so important, how it's been there before. We have a 40... Where is it? We have a 41 cent price. So let's lift it up a little bit. Since it was 41 cent, we're not going to allow it to go any lower, and that's what we're going to do. So if that's up to you, this is my strategy. Please, nobody take this seriously. Like, you know, if it doesn't happen, you're going to freak out. I can't help it. Sometimes the market, sometimes the whales, they manipulate the way they want. But the pattern has shown this. So 41 cents is a buying opportunity, all right? We'll take it as that. Don't even need to type that in. Leave it there. We know it's a buying opportunity, possibly. Now, what I see coming and forming, we could just hit resistance and fly right off to the races. We don't have to have this happen. But I do believe the more and more I break down Phantom and the more and more I look at this price, I see the cup and handle happening. I see how we're beginning, and that's pretty much the pattern we're going to get into. We could probably come down to about that 42 cents and then pop. Because you can see the 42 here strong, 42 here strong. We're going to flip old resistance into support. And then before you know it, now this range, this zone got a lot smaller. But that's okay. I'm still going to put the order in for about 42 cents, 41.5. If we don't get it, it's okay. We already bought some. We're in. We see the cup and handle. We expect the retracement because the indicator showed us on the RSI level. What did we do? Did we do Bollinger Bands on here? Because oh yeah, okay. We think we did. I don't know if we did. Let's see. So now I get tight here. And what's happening is it's looking like we're getting ready to close this Bollinger Band. So that's exactly what I see here. So the more and more I pay attention to the charts and I look at the indicators, it's telling me that we're looking to settle. I don't think we're going to break out here, because if we do break out of here, we're gone to 87 cents. So right now at this current time, I'm more and more confirmed that this handle is going to be created, giving us a 42 cent buy. The more and more I look at it, the more I see the opportunity. Come up, test, Come up, Tess. Yes, this is what's happening. So Wall Street Pete sicked out in crypto. I hope you have a wonderful day. Q, this is the second time I'm getting ready to leave, and I see your God's comment, and I can't leave you back-to-back videos of not getting your technical analysis on your particular asset that you want, because it's just not going to work like that. I don't do that. I'm going to make sure you get it. He said God's Unchained. This is going to be the last one, ladies and gentlemen. So hit the like and subscribe. This is what we could do for you. Become a member, become a wolf, become a subscriber. It's free. You hit the bell, you hit the all notifications, you can become a subscriber. You just hit the bell, and when we go live, it lets you know, hey, Wall Street Pete's coming live. You might have an important announcement. May not be interesting. Check the title, see if it's interesting to you. So here we go right now. Bollinger Band super tight. Looking at the daily for God's Unchained. Currently, right now, I see a very bullish pattern, very bullish divergence. What is it? Well, every time I'm getting a support right here for the peak of my bands. For some whatever reason, we're not enabling to go down. So you can see old resistance right here, old resistance right here. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Old resistance right here, as you can see the wick. Old resistance here, we broke above, but still the pattern for resistance on these candles are very, very, very strong, very consistent, telling me that this now is going to mean something to me. This price action is very important for whatever it may be. So we're going to pay attention to that. Building old resistance into support, which is 26.5 cents. So God's Unchained, if you're interested in that, is that have to do with D-Gods or different? I would ask Hugh, because he's involved into it. You have to do your own research and know what you're getting into. I'm not saying, Frank, that you're doing that. I'm just saying, in other words, I believe Hugh can answer that, because usually when you get involved, you know. So the EMA ribbon's getting super tight. What is happening here is my outside yellow band. Now let's pay close attention, because this could be a flip for Chains and Phantom. If you pay attention to this, and I'm going to have to put these on the title, Yellow, right now we're heading to the downside. That's what that means. Now, when the red band flips, and the red band is on this side, which is just happening right at this current second, that means we are flipping bullish, ladies and gentlemen. So if you break this down and really pay attention, watch what happens. This yellow band, and I'm going to get rid of them now that you know and you've seen that for your eyes, your own eyes. Sometimes you need to see it to believe it. We are flipping this trend right exactly here. This trend is now flipping bullish. This outside yellow band for the EMA is coming up, and what is happening is the price is not allowing to fall below the new band flipping. Therefore, I am confident. What's up, Hugh? What's up, Frank? So what you're paying attention to now is a support build. We will expect to stay above this, continuing new high volatile waves, and ultimately getting to a price of 30 cents to remain back bullish. So pay attention to that happening. Get rid of some of these indicators now that we know what is happening and what is established. We're going to pay attention to the next zone. Where is it going to take us and why? I think so. This is KuCoin right now. So if anyone's interested, I'm not a big fan of KuCoin, but I do know that I like KuCoin as far as the charts. I'm not a fan of the platform. I'm not going to keep it. But if I wanted to make some money and make some sick dough in crypto, I'd find myself selling out before this price. If you want to know the exact price as I'm lowering it, it's about 55 cents. So that is about where I dollar cost average out just a bit. Perhaps you can accumulate a little more down if we do peek through. There are some resistance levels we must break before, and that is 38.5 cents. So pay attention to that. You must break 38.5 cents. Obviously finishing probably a daily candle through there. So finish a candle above this here on God's Unchained through the daily chart, and you will most likely find yourself at 55 cents pretty quickly. I do believe that can obtain itself. So we're going to look for that to happen for God's Unchained. As you can see right now, hold that support strongly at the 26.5 cents. It's very important to do so. And then this is the range we'll be talking about. And then after that, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see here, many times, it's very high volatile waves all the way from here. As you can see this daily, there's a nightmare candle that we hit, and then we're going to be talking about prices if you're a long-term holder. As Bitcoin's hitting like 30,000 and beyond, we could be at the 140 level. It's going to take a lot before we even get there. You're going to have to hit prices all the way to $1 first. So 91 cents, $1.47. We're talking crazy light years away right now. We have to get this thing back and alive. And as you can see right here, we could be doing so. So right now, cup and handle would be the 55 cents. I would strongly believe a cup and handle inside a cup and handle, as you can see here, forming a small one currently, basically, just like the Phantom, we're trying to get this beast to wake up. And once we start doing that, we'll find cup and handles inside. As you can see, that's the way it usually works. And we're gone and off to the races. So pay attention to that. Take a screenshot. Do what you would like. Not financial advice, just a gentleman. Twice as nice. So here we go now. A lot of people, to my new folks in the crypto space, this is something we talked about in 2021. Don't get accustomed to it, but yes, we do get very excited. We get into crypto, and 2 seconds later, we want to know, where is my Lambo? Let's not get ridiculous. Cut it out. Place I used to work at, right here. Beautiful place. The NYMEX, New York Mercantile Exchange. This place, everybody's screaming and yelling where I used to work, getting in the way like an offensive lineman, defensive lineman, trying to get through to my broker. Insane. This is what the place looked like after 2020. It was insane. This huge place where everybody was just screaming. You can see the boards where the American flag used to be. See the windows up top? These windows are where people used to, they used to visit and see us screaming and yelling. I miss this place so much, man. It really makes me sad. It's so wrong. But now it's the Van Gogh Museum. It doesn't even look like this no more. But that's where we're from. And Wall Street Pete was created through here. And a lot of the banks, this is one of the things I wanted to talk about. In God we trust, right? Bitcoin is going to eat the banks alive. Ladies and gentlemen, you know the retailer banks? The big corporations are going to be alive. They're going to stay. But the little banks, when you go in, you know what I'm talking about. The TD Bank, the American Bank. When you go in there to the store, right? Store. When you go into the bank, what's going to happen is they're not going to have a lot of money for you to be able to withdraw. I don't know if anybody gets that. They don't have money anymore. The banks don't hold money. What the do we have banks for? They're going to be obsolete soon. People don't get it. You think I'm joking. Your traditional bank is going to be useless. In God we trust. We're not going to be in trust in God no more. We're going to be trusting in Bitcoin. Why? Because it's a blockchain. It's a mathematical equation. It's a mathematical equation that solves the problem of the formation. And it takes a long time, and it's a lot to do. And a person with their mind cannot do it by themselves. So therefore, we need AI. We need computers. Therefore, when your banks are no longer able to help you at 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, wherever it may be, you'll be able to transfer your money immediately. Wait a minute, Pete. Wait a minute, Pete. Someone brought this to my attention. I need my bank to transfer my money to get crypto. When I go buy crypto, it's attached to my bank. When I do this, blah, blah, blah. Ladies and gentlemen, when crypto starts establishing and it starts going to the 250K, and it starts getting to a stable price, it's going to be an opportunity as a bank. I don't know if people understand that. You're going to be able to hodl Bitcoin at that point in time with crazy high volatile waves not really happening often. We'll see when we get there. But right now, Bitcoin is forming a store value. It really is, and I don't think people see it. So when we talk about how it works, it's proof. It's there, right in front of your face. It can't be corrupted. So I really, for the people who are on the fence, is Bitcoin for real? I don't know how else to say it, but maybe when you start realizing when you want to take $20,000 out at the bank and the bank tells you you can't, and you need that money right now, maybe then you'll come back to this video and go, holy shit, it's happening. Till the next video, my friends, take care. Wall Street Pete, Sicto, and crypto. How many Satoshis is it going to cost to buy a car, to buy a house in 2030? People think I'm nuts. Oh, man, have a good day. We're gonna have a good day. La-di-da-da. Ain't no one gonna turn today. So hit that like, hit that subscribe, because we're going on a ride. We're going to the moon, and damn, we're going soon. Wall Street Pete, Sicto in crypto. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your shares. And thank you very much for your comments. See you to the next video, my friends.